Hey, what's up, everybody? Kaiju Lou here.
And Sega Sean.
And welcome to Zone 40 of the Super Game Strikers podcast. We have a special podcast for you guys this week. If you guys know or not, today is Sonic the Hedgehog's 26th anniversary.
Yes.
On Friday, June 23rd. And lots of stuff has been going on in the world of Sonic. Lots of stuff, especially Sega Sean. We got.
I've been full of news here, you know.
This is pretty much just a special podcast dedicated to Sonic, not just because it's anniversary, but we're going to pretty much talk about everything that's been going on in the world of Sonic, and you know, what with E3 that just happened, and they revealed more stuff about some of the Sonic games to come, and we're also going to talk about a couple of other things, but yeah. Without further ado, let's jump right into it.
Well, really quick, how does it feel to be back? I mean, it's been a while.
Yes, it has.
Do we want to just say?
Which is why I was kind of mixing my words a bit in the beginning.
That's okay.
Because this feels strange, but at the same time, it feels like another day in the office. So
basically, you know,
I might trip on a step or two here. But yeah, we're trying to get back into the swing of things, and what better way to do this than this week for having a special podcast for Sonic's anniversary?
Yeah, I mean, start off with what we started off with, a podcast. I mean, oh god. All right, so okay, all right. So how about Bubsy?
He's back.
That's a great way to start off this Sonic podcast.
Lots of 90s games coming back. Lots of stuff that we didn't ask for, but are coming back nonetheless. We got Bubsy. Also, you know, we have Crash Bandicoot coming back. That's no complaint there for a lot of PlayStation fans, old schoolers, and as well Shaq Fu coming back.
Another thing we didn't ask for, but
you know. Not the sidetrack, but Shaq Fu. Is this a remake of the game?
It's a sequel, a true sequel.
It's a sequel. Oh my god!
They're trying to make it better. So
how do you make that even better?
How do you make shit smell nice?
But you know, we also have the Bubsy game,
which nobody asked for either.
They showed the trailer. Like me and Sega Sean agree. It looks rushed.
Yeah.
It looks half-assed. It kind of looks like a fan-made game. It doesn't. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't have high hopes for it.
No, I don't either.
I think a lot of people don't really care, or even know what Bubsy is. But anyway, this, you know, at all is somewhat related to Sonic, because how about that Twitter war?
Yeah. I mean,
Sonic and Bubsy.
Well, for one, it was related to Sonic to begin with, because everybody thought, for some reason, not everybody, but a lot of people thought it was Bubsy and Sonic Forces when they revealed. They didn't reveal the character, the shape,
which I can understand, but I'm like,
no. And then when the trailer for Bubsy came out, people were like, "We memed too hard. This isn't right." But then Sonic, the official Twitter for Sonic, acts like Sonic, you know, as if he had a Twitter, as well as other video game mascots.
As the character.
Yeah.
Do they do that? Does Sonic only do that? Or do a lot of video game characters do that?
Like, Some do. Like Mega Man does it.
Video game characters have their own Twitters, and they actually tweet as
they do it. Like Mega Man does it, I know. Sonic does it. Wendy's does it herself. I don't know. She's... Oh, have you heard about Wendy's getting pretty savage on the internet, or no? Yeah, it's become a meme where Wendy's Twitter like attacks other people.
Wait, Wendy from Mario?
No. Wendy from Wendy's, the burger joint.
Oh,
she actually gets smart with customers and stuff.
The redhead.
Yeah.
Okay.
They actually gave her a smart mouth, you know, and yeah. So,
all right,
I have to show her some examples.
What was that? What were those tweets that were exchanged between Sonic and Bubsy?
Well,
writing letters like back in the 90s or something. Yeah. That was pretty funny.
The official Sonic Twitter was like, "Oh, wow, but hey, Bubsy, is that you? Blink twice if you need us to save you." And Bubsy's like, "Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog, now you answer my calls." And then it had a dash from Bubsy with a smiley face. And Sonic's like, what do you say? oh my god, Bubsy.
Signing tweets.
You're signing tweets like the 90s. Mega Man, get in on this. And Mega Man's like, well, who's that with you, Sonic? Is that another Maverick? I'm going to have to confirm it with X.
I was going to say, what the hell does Mega Man tweet on a daily basis?
Well, not a daily, but him and Sonic actually, like, they have a friendship going on and stuff. Like, they were... when they revealed Sonic Forces and you could create your own character, Mega Man's like...
I'm sure Mario's a Twitter, right?
Yeah, but Nintendo, you know, they don't like... they're not that hip. They aren't. They
really? I thought they'd be all over social media and they're all over that stuff.
They do have a Luigi and Mario Facebook for each of them, but they don't really get used that often.
Yeah.
And a Yoshi one too, but I don't know. And I know Sonic and Mega Man go back and forth because, like, Mega Man's like, hey, look, I created my own original character. And Sonic's like, hey, how about that new Mega Man game? Oh, wait. So, you know, they go back and forth. Oh, no. So, yeah, Bubsy is back, and it looks terrible.
And speaking of other mascots, Sonic, you said at E3, Sonic and Crash Bandicoot, they had a dance-off?
A dance-off, okay. Yeah. You'll be seeing the video right now.
I did not see that.
I didn't see it until after E3. The guy, the costume for the original...
Was this like an E3 after-party?
No, it was during it. Crash's... remember that costume from the 90s Crash commercials with the guy?
I'm surprised that's still... I don't think that's the legit same one.
It is. They brought it back.
Sony probably had it in some kind of fucking... dust janitor's closet for all these
Here it is. Take it.
Blowing that dust off in the cobwebs.
But yeah, the guy came over to the Sonic Mania booth and he challenged him to a dance-off.
Okay.
So it was funny because, of course, Crash's costume is more mobile.
Did he actually talk?
Yeah, he talked. Crash did. Sonic can't, though, because his costume doesn't have a face. Crash's does. Yeah. So, of course, the Sonic costume was limited to movement because it's more heavy. Crash is all over the place, so... But then at the end, it was sweet. Crash is like, you know what? Let's be friends. So they hug each other. And then they take pictures and everything like that. So that was nice.
Hey, they remember Crash is gonna, the trilogy is going to come out for PlayStation only, but that new Crash game, it's not supposed to be exclusive.
Yeah, not supposed to be exclusive. It's going to come out first on PlayStation, but it hasn't been announced what other systems.
There you go. It might come to the Nintendo system soon.
It's going to be weird.
The Crash game.
I don't think it will come to Switch because I don't think the Switch is powerful enough to handle the Crash type of fur, because we've seen the fur physics and stuff. I mean, it might. I don't know. That's kind of a hard one. It might be watered down.
They can handle Sonic's fur.
Well, Sonic really... Take, for example, this. I wasn't going to say this until we were going to talk about horses.
Wasn't the Werehog like that?
Yeah, but remember, Nintendo got the Wii version. Oh. So, the Wii version was watered down. But for Sonic Forces, if you guys didn't know, as of right now, the demo build that was there at E3... Sonic Forces on the Nintendo Switch only runs at 30 frames per second, whereas the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version runs at 60 frames. So, if you're a frame whore like that, if you really pay attention to that, boom, there you go. A couple people also said a couple of the graphics, like a little bit of the graphics in the background or in the houses when they're getting destroyed in the Park Avenue level for Modern Sonic, they don't look as good as on the PlayStation 4 version. But to be honest, if the gameplay is the same and it plays the same, which it does, I'm fine with that because you have it on the go. So I like that.
Well, I'm sure you'll get both versions.
I'm probably going to have
PS4 and Switch. So
I'll probably... I will get the Nintendo Switch one first, though, because I like that option of having it on the go. So Bubsy, that's...
And speaking of other Sonic news that I thought off the top of my head, outside of the world of video games, the comic series.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
It's. I remember you told me last week. It's from Archie. It's actually ending.
Yeah.
That's kind of abrupt.
It's unfortunate.
Out of nowhere,
because it was on issue 290, and if you hear a cat, we have a kitty with us right now. Kitty, say hello. Oh my goodness, Kitty. Say hello to all the people watching, all 7 of them. Oh. All right. You get down now. Okay, anyway. What do you call it? Yeah, unfortunately...
Is this still because of the Ken Penders?
It's one of the reasons.
Incident? So pretty much, like, ever since the Ken Penders incident, for those of you that know or know about, even know what we're talking about, if you want to give a brief explanation about the Ken Penders incident right now, go ahead.
Basically, when you remember when, at a time, the Archie Sonic comics...
Well, for those who didn't know, who's Ken Penders?
Ken Penders was a writer slash... I think he was an artist. Yeah, an artist as well on the Sonic comics throughout the 90s, late 90s. When things started looking weird, like Sonic and Friends looked like anime characters, like you've seen a couple of them where they have like really weird body proportions and faces. Oh, God. Yeah, basically when, at a time, I think probably about 4 or 5 years ago, Archie was releasing compilations of past Sonic comics, and Ken Penders wanted money for it because he's like, hey, I made those characters and stuff, which technically he did. He made the whole Knuckles clan, all that stuff, and he wanted the rights to them. He's like, I want to use them for my own
Julie
stuff.
Sue.
Yeah, all of them. And he sued Archie over it because, unfortunately, Archie never made an agreement, like, you know, when he made those characters, like, hey, we own them. They never went over that. So he brought him to court, Archie to court, and he won. And by doing that, they had to reboot the whole entire comic series, get rid of all those character arcs. So if you liked a character from that era, they're gone now.
I was going to say, you know, pretty much ever since the Ken Penders incident, that was kind of like the downfall for the Archie comics. That was what set it up.
I mean, to be corrected, though, it's not that it's bad now. It's just that it lost what it had back then. Now it's just...
Well, a lot of its characters in the comics are gone,
it's all of them. The only ones that are left really are...
They were never in video games, but they were, you know, known in the comics.
Yeah.
And, you know, those Sonic comic readers, they know them and love them and stuff. And
I mean, I gotta say, when that happened, I kind of fell out, too.
I remember Mammoth Magoo.
Yeah, I mean, there were some pretty cool characters.
He was a pretty good villain in the comics and stuff.
Oh my goodness. But yeah. And
that was what I liked about the comics. It wasn't just Eggman all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There was a lot. And they added new characters.
It was a whole universe and stuff.
They tried adding new characters, which, once again, they aren't bad, but it just... You know, if you were a fan of the old comics, like if you're just hopping in, then you're probably fine. But if you knew it and then everything's just wiped, it feels a little empty. So...
And like I said, I'm just still shocked by it because, you know, besides Archie being, you know, the number one mascot for Archie Comics, it's in the name, I feel like, you know, Sonic is number 2. Because that comic has been a staple for Archie Comics for a long time.
Oh, yeah. And see, now that the licensing for Sonic to be in comics is back around again to get renewed, Archie doesn't want to renew it because they're like, Sonic doesn't really fit us that much anymore, and they don't want to pay the money to continue to have Sonic. Because after all the trouble with Ken Penders, they're like, you know, and I guess comic sales...
It's just going to be all just Archie now.
Yeah, I guess...
Because I always thought they were expanded to the video game world, because first they had Sonic, and then only a few years back they introduced Mega Man comics, but then that ended pretty soon. No, I don't know.
And I guess the Sonic comic sales haven't been what they used to be, but that's with every comic, almost, unfortunately. And it's a shame, and Sega really doesn't want to deal with it, because they were brought into the Ken Penders thing, too. Because even though it was with Archie, Sega still had to go there. So nobody really wants to deal with it. So the Sonic comic license, they haven't confirmed that it's ended for sure, but so many comics have been canceled. Issue 291, 292, a whole bunch of them, a couple of compilations, all have been canceled. And Archie won't say for sure why. They're just like, hey, it's kind of in the air right now. We're still under talk with Sega. So... Maybe the Sonic comic license will continue with Archie. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll go to a comic thing like Dark Horse, because they make a lot of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think, right?
It might become independent.
Yeah,
independent comics. No,
but maybe it won't. Maybe this could really be the end. And I had a lot of great memories of the comic. I mean, you did too. You got him for a while.
Yeah. I stopped reading. It was during the middle of the Mega Man Sonic comic crossover and stuff. And in my personal opinion, too, you know, on the subject of comic books, I'm surprised that comic books, well, of course, comics will still be around, but that there are still physical comic books and stuff. Well, with everything online now, then again, I could say the same thing for the newspapers. I'm surprised newspapers are still around.
They have gotten very small, though.
Physically, because you can get your news online now and stuff, and I'm surprised they're still shooting out newspapers every day, and same thing for comic books. I'm sure you could read comic books online now, like ebooks and everything, right? You could get your issues from there through your tablet, phone, whatever, and like video games now. Everyone's buying digital instead of physical and stuff. I'm surprised.
I am shocked that
of
Switch
course,
is physical.
Comics will still be around. But I'm surprised. Physical comics. Well, I guess that's a staple.
Yeah,
because there's always those old school comic book fans and. As long as people, I'm just saying, as long as people still support it.
I think most of the money, like for Marvel and DC, they get it from the movies, and that's how they support the comic. If they didn't make movies, I'm pretty sure Marvel would be under or whatever.
The MCU, they make billions.
Oh yeah,
billions.
Plus Disney's probably in there too.
The MCU movies, they've been so successful the past 10 years. Ever since, I gotta say, the first Iron Man movie came out. That was what started it.
Yep.
The first, back in 2008, almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely their movies and stuff.
Yeah, but
then again, I'm sure, I don't know, Disney probably would have still purchased them.
That too, yeah. I'm sure Disney... yeah, Disney's got it. I'm pretty sure they're set.
Like they bought Star Wars. Who knows, maybe they'll buy out...
Yeah, oh no.
Sonic and the Mouse.
Well, you said it a long time ago, Mario, then again, Nintendo World at Universal, so... Oh well.
But anyway, let us now go into the meat of things, which is the video game portion of all this Sonic news extravaganza that's been going on here.
I guess we'll start with the lighter stuff, which is Sonic Mania. We know it. We love it. Are you going to get it or no? Totally up to you. Totally honest opinion.
It's
I'm putting you on the spot. I'm sorry.
It's a maybe.
Okay.
I'm not as super hype about it as you guys. Like I said, Sega Sean is the huge Sonic fan here. I'm just the guy asking the questions here and stuff. And so yeah, I don't know. I'll definitely watch you play it.
Yeah.
I'll
You'll see it sometime.
Yeah. I come here every week, so you're playing.
I thought you just get it because of Knuckles.
You're some kind of you play some kind of Sonic game. So yeah,
I haven't yet this time since you've been here. So I gotta
you were playing Mario 64 last night.
It's Nintendo 64 shirt on right now. You got the Sonic shirt on. What's going on here?
I love this shirt.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks these rings are SpaghettiOs. I'm wearing a Sonic shirt where it's Sonic getting hit and all of his rings are flying out.
Yeah.
It's that kind of picture.
That kind of picture.
My teacher actually thought, oh, that blue mouse get hit on losing his SpaghettiOs.
Well, that's the idea.
But anyway, let's start off light with Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
Anything to say about that?
Well, Chemical Plant was confirmed, so...
When is it being released?
August something. So August...
Lots of games are coming out in August and September.
Yeah.
And October. August, September, and October.
My heart.
For all systems, lots of stuff is coming out. It's really overwhelming. Nintendo has Doomsday in July. In August... We got, Sonic,
all those new Amiibo.
Mario Rabbids, right?
Mario Rabbids is in August
as well. As Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. That's a me game.
Yeah.
That's a Kaiju Luke. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Uncharted. September. I know there's a lot of games coming out. October, a lot.
Mario Odyssey for October.
Evil Within 2, WWE 2K18. So, just to name a few, but anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, so that's why I don't know the release date offhand, but I have it pre-ordered, so I'm good. What do you call
Forces?
Yeah, I gotta get on that. I gotta pre-order that. I've been waiting to, I'm
getting
waiting...
anything for the pre-order for Sonic Mania?
For Sonic Mania, if you guys didn't know, you get a Sonic statue. The Sonic thing, like this high.
Another statue.
Yeah, but this time it's different because he has a different pose. He's like like this, and he has a Sega Genesis on bottom of him.
Modern Sonic or old school Sonic?
Classic, because Sonic Mania. And he's got the Sega Genesis below him, and if you press the Sega thing, it says Sega.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, and it comes with a gold ring, and not true gold, but gold, and a authenticity card that has the game code on the back, so you can, because it's only digital. There's no.
These things are probably limited quantities.
They've been on pre-order for a while for all systems.
With the statue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, how much was it?
$70.
So it's like, because I'm like, the game is $60.
The game. Guess how much the game is for a game?
$40.
Nope.
$30.
Nope.
Not $20.
$20.
For the physical?
No. Well, yeah. Well, for the physical, it comes with the statue. Remember this.
Well, I'm just saying you're buying the physical one.
No, there's no physical release of this
game.
There's
not.
No, only digital.
Like I said, I haven't been following any of this Sonic stuff.
No. It's okay. Yeah, so now you get the game. It's $20. Get it.
It's digital, okay.
Digital.
But when you pre-order, they're giving you a code for the game
when it releases. Yeah. You look in your thing and it has a code.
That for the game, and all you do is just where you go on GameStop.
No. You just go on the Nintendo Switch eShop. You enter the code and it brings you to the game. Download it.
I know, but where are you getting the statue?
From the mail. I ordered it from Amazon. That's how you pre-order it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, the code. If you ordered the statue, the code is on the back of this. I think metallic card, and it's the code, and you enter on the Nintendo Switch or whatever you get it for.
20 for the game and 50 for the statue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
so it's worth it. $70 for that statue with the Sega, and then the ring, and then the authenticity card. I'm there. Comes in a nice big black box or whatever. So I'm happy. So yeah, if you guys didn't know about that, there you go. You can still pre-order it too. They got plenty of them there. Anything else with Sonic Mania? Well, it may have animated cutscenes because we did. Was it raining out?
Yep.
Oh wow, it's raining out. Can you feel it? Can you feel the imagination? So let's bring them outside. Here's the rain. Here's the rain. It's not that heavy. This is my backyard. Hey, there's the shirt. That's a nice shirt. There's the dog.
Sega's not paying me to do this.
The dog. The dog. Her name's Sunny. Isn't she beautiful?
People love animals, right?
No. Say something.
Are we getting this podcast done?
There's only one thing cooler than Sonic. Two Sonics. In a time-bending thriller so big it will take two to take it on. Double the Sonics means double the adventure. 2 ways to play. Twice the fun. Sonic Generations. Pre-order for bonus content at GameStop. Rated E for everyone.
And we're back.
We're back. How about that?
Sorry for that cutoff. I don't know what happened there.
Well, it was a bumper.
But anyway, back to Sonic Mania. Anything else?
Really nothing else, honestly. I'm going to get the game. It's going to be a good game. There's no really worry about that. It's 2D Sonic at its best, almost.
Well, cool beans. What else is going on in the world of Sonic?
Well, I guess the big one is Sonic Forces. God, where are you going to get it?
I got that pre-ordered.
You really do, don't
3
you?
times already.
Are you really going to get it?
Yes, I am.
For what system?
I have an uncle who owns Sega.
You'll be out of a job soon.
I am getting it for the Xbox One X.
X.
The Xbox One XXX.
Xbox One X. Technically it's like Xbox.
Yeah.
It doesn't really make
sense. The X-Man.
So Sonic Forces, a lot of stuff was revealed during E3. I love how you've seen the footage I showed you, right?
The villains, yeah.
That was good.
What made you jump?
I jumped.
And I was going to ask, I'm like, so Shadow a bad guy again? If you guys haven't seen it, they showed an E3 trailer which showed some of the villains. They had Shadow there.
Yeah.
Standing next to Metal Sonic.
And Chaos. And Zavok from Lost World. Who cares about him, but he's here. So, well, at least he was kind of villainous in there, so whatever.
It sounded like his Shadow a bad guy again, as a confirmed.
Well, he was always anti-hero, so he would play for the good side than the bad side once in a while. I mean, there was a whole game called Shadow the Hedgehog about it, so, I mean, you could choose. Well, he turned good at the end, the real ending.
Oh, man.
It's confusing, just like the Sonic canon. It's almost like the Zelda canon. You can't make sense of it.
What are If I guess off the top of your head, what are 3 things that you're looking forward to most for Sonic Forces?
The music, the story, and I guess the gameplay. So that's the game.
I thought the first thing was the original character design.
No, I might as well say I was one of the few people that never made my original character, because I've seen so many people like, oh, all Sonic fans make their own fan characters. I never did that. I know you did. Louis the Hedgehog, Louis the Echidna.
Yeah,
Oh. But I never did. I honestly, I would draw Sonic constantly, but I never made my original character. What character do you want to be? You want to be a wolf, a rabbit, a dog, a cat, or a bird?
Are those legit choices?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have different powers for each one. So like a wolf, I'm pretty sure attracts rings.
Oh. Mm-hmm. You know what each one does?
No. I don't know.
Could the birds fly?
No.
Oh, what's the point of being a bird?
What's the point? Maybe they fly. Maybe they have like a double jump thing. I don't know.
Fly.
Well, you're going to be the bird then. I thought you'd be a wolf because you're a lone wolf. You're alone.
Man.
Can you give me a little howl?
Oh.
Sounds like a retarded wolf.
Oh,
that's terrible.
We just came back. We don't want to scare them away again.
Yeah, we don't want to scare him away. So the music sounds great as usual, but I'm just happy that we have some modern Sonic sounding music.
Some vocal music.
Yeah, vocal music.
A woman singing it.
I guess
that's the first level of the game.
Actually, every Avatar level, the character you make, every level has vocals in it.
Oh.
So, for them. And it sounds as cheesy as ever, but that's what Sonic music is. It's cheesy, but it sounds good. So that's whatever, You can't tell me like Live and Learn or Open Your Heart doesn't sound like Christian rock, So sure, whatever do you think about it? Come on, you've rocked out a lot to that. I've seen you bang your head a couple times, Oh God. But the only thing
Christian rock. Piss off.
Open your heart. Oh, come on. Oh, no. It's getting bad out there. It's some rain. Well, you guys can't hear it that are listening, but...
Lightning and thunder!
Wait, what do you call... Oh, my God, I'm a terrible Sonic fan. What's the song? What I'm Made Of. Come on, what I'm made of God. That's your favorite, right?
No, it's No More Gods, No More Graves. Heaven's a joke.
Oh, wait, is that really your favorite? No, it's not. What I'm Made Of is your favorite. What is it? What's your favorite song?
Knuckles rap.
No, it's not. I ain't going to let it get to me. Come on. No, come on. You have a favorite song.
I don't fucking remember. I guess I Am All of Me.
Oh, Edgelord McGee.
One by one they fall.
Oh,
Edgelord McGee.
Oh no, McGee. Yeah, I can't wait for the Sonic music. Oh man, I do have some concerns.
Speaking of Edgelord, the other night we actually saw Resident Evil Vendetta in theaters.
Oh yeah. How was that movie? I seen it. It was good.
It was very good.
Out of all 3 CG movies, what did you think? Is this your favorite?
In all honesty,
this is your second.
The second one.
First one is the one where they're with the tanks and stuff.
That's the second one.
No, I mean in favorites. What's your favorite?
Yeah, my favorite is the second one, Resident Evil Damnation.
I knew it because it's really edgy.
No.
Oh, kind of.
That's not edgy. The third one would be more interesting because it's Leon on a motorcycle the whole time. You ready to rock?
Fucking elevator. Dang, I knew he was going to step out there with the motorcycle. He's like, oh no.
The second one was not edgy.
Kind of.
How?
I don't know.
You don't even fucking remember.
I know.
Remember, hey, you my man!
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Sonic.
Oh yeah, that guy. But yeah, I do have a couple of concerns with the game. Only from... Now, I'm not doubting that this game is going to be, good, because it looks like it's good. It's got the Sonic Colors formula. It's got more Sonic Colors in it than Generations or Unleashed, I'm noticing, but we've only seen one level. I'd love to see more 3D. At least from modern Sonic, 2D, obviously. Classic Sonic, let him have the 2D. But from what we've seen from the first level, there's a load of rings everywhere. Oh, by the way, I'm just asking, how do you feel about this? Your rings, when you get hit, they don't fall all around you. So you can't get them back up. You can't.
They just disappear?
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure, like some games, you lose 30 at a time. If you have, like, over 30. Mm-hmm. So... how do you feel about that? Because that's kind of like a core mechanic where, you lose your rings, you pick them up.
Yeah, that was always a staple. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
That was always a staple. But it kind of was, and I'm like,
You had a chance, but now you'll be dead.
And even though there's a load of rings everywhere, hearing the ding all the time, it gets a little like in the, they showed off the Green Hill Zone level for the Avatar. And there are rings everywhere, and it's like half the time when he's running down slopes and stuff and loops, there's rings. I'm like, that's a bit overkill, but... So there's that, there's a load of 2D, I'd like there to be a little bit more 3D, or at least for modern Sonic, whatever. And, honestly, yeah, that's about it. I know some people are concerned about how there's Wisp powers again for Sonic to get a boost instead of rings giving him a boost, but... the boost seems to be lasting pretty long when you're boosting, so that's fine. That's really about it, though. Like I said, I really don't have any doubt that this is going to be a good game, because it will. It looks like to be a very good game, but for a person, like a fan like me that's been wanting a lot of 3D modern Sonic on its own without classic Sonic... Oh, I burped, I'm sorry. I would just like more 3D. But otherwise, it looks good. I'll get it.
Are you personally happy, sad, or indifferent about the dying down of the Boom series?
I'm indifferent to it. I'm like this doesn't bother. This bothers me no way. In no way.
Like if the show just ends, they're not making any more Boom games. It's just dead. It just goes. They just act like it never happened.
It kind of makes me a little sad, even though Boom was never like a huge part at all. It was still a thing that could have been so much more. It could have been its own thing, but they kind of nobody knew what they were doing half the time. They kind of knew with Rise of Lyric, but then they forgot how to make a game. I'm sorry, but Big Red Button kind of let that down, and due to time constraints, all that stuff, there was a lot of companies and people at fault with that. So yeah, Fire and Ice was okay, but I think, like I said before, if it's to continue, it should just stay on a handheld like a 3DS, or if the 3DS is canceled, whatever.
You were happy the other day when we watched Resident Evil, how that movie was made by Marza Entertainment.
I was.
Which is also going to be doing the CGI
Sonic movie.
work for the Sonic movie.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm excited. I mean, I have no doubt that the CG and animation in the Sonic movie is going to be good. It's the real-life part that scares me. But then again, I'm like, you know what? I've seen so many movies like the Smurfs. Well, I haven't seen it all the way, but the Smurfs movie, stuff like that, where a cartoon character goes in a portal and gets into the real world. I've seen it 1,000 times, so this honestly won't affect me. I know it's probably going to suck with the real-life parts. All I'm looking forward to is the Marza animation that's amazing, because they did the Sonic Unleashed opening, one of the best openings ever in a Sonic game. I'm fine with that. And I'm not expecting too much of the Sonic movie except for the animation. But and let the kids have their fun with the real-life stuff, whatever.
Well, yeah. I guess to the closing of this podcast, do you have any final thoughts or anything else you want to say?
There's another Sonic game coming out. A third one. And either this month or next month, it's Sonic Runners Adventure for mobile. But the last Sonic Runners was good, so this will be good too, I guess.
So it's a Sonic Runners 2?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's free. Or wait, no, I think you have to pay this time, but it's a one-time fee, and it's not as much as Mario Run. I think it's only like $5. So.
I was going to say, like, Mario Run is like $10. So
yeah.
Is this game $10 too? Or
yeah. I don't know the exact price, but it's not going to be that much. But otherwise, anything about Sonic, I don't know where the series is going to go after this. It really just depends on how the games do.
Yeah. We'll just have to see what happens during the second half of this year, which is not just Sonic, but in the second half of 2017, a lot of games.
So many.
Already alone, I counted it. We have close to 30 amiibos coming out.
Oh,
in
amiibos.
the second half of 2017, I counted it up. To the best of my ability in my math, close to 30. And also, too, on a side note, just to let you guys know, a little sneak preview here for next month, around mid-July, I think the 13th. I got to check again. We'll be doing another special podcast for Metal Gear Solid. For those of you that didn't know, this is Metal Gear's 30th anniversary this year. The first game, Metal Gear, coming out back in 1987. We'll also be doing a special podcast on it.
Oh, yeah.
Or actually be the other way around, where Sega Sean will be asking me the questions.
Yeah, I got a lot of questions.
So I really look forward to that. And I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I hope you guys look forward to it. And it's gonna be a fun one next month.
Yeah. Well, that's about it. One question. Random. What do you call it? What do you think of the new Metroid game? And not Metroid Prime, because they didn't show anything, but the 3DS one. I think I might get it, because I like the look of it and stuff.
Well, if it's nothing like Federation 4.
Oh, it's not. No. No, it's a remake of the Game Boy.
I have to start playing the Prime, because I have the collection on Wii. The first 3 Prime games, autographed by Jen Heo, who voiced Samus. Met her last year at, also voiced Naomi in Metal Gear. Funny enough, another connection.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely always wanted to get into the Prime games, so I'll probably start doing it this summer and stuff, and if I'm really into them, I'll probably jump right on 4 and stuff. And one on 3DS.
I really like the 3DS one. I think they're doing good. But
some Metroid amiibos coming out.
Those look good. Squishy Metroid.
With those 30 amiibos.
I'll probably be getting the Mario Odyssey ones and the Metroid ones. Metroid comes in a 2-pack, by the way, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
I think the Mario Odyssey one's coming in a 3-pack. That makes sense. Well, anyway.
But on this overflowing note here, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Super Game Strikers here on YouTube.
And ring that notification bell so you can tell when we upload next. In the future, maybe, who knows.
This is Kaiju Lou.
And Sega Sean.
Once again, happy 26th anniversary to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes, indeedy do.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.